Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing r/ProRevenge. Oh my gosh, I had to take a little. I was like, the reason I did that intro was because I was actually filming this. This is my third take, honestly, and and the first take, as soon as I said his intro, Brady actually texted me, and I was like, oh dang. Speaking of texting, one just texted me. But in all seriousness, I'm actually going to do my real intro. Hey, emails, welcome back to my channel. My name's Riley. If you're new, hi, what's up? Hope you're fantastic. I know I sure am. So, speaking of Brady. LMAO, did you? So I was like, yo, like hours ago, and he finally responded, yo. And then I was like, perfect timing. I just. Let me show y'all. I was like, perfect timing. I just, I'm in the middle of filming. And I just did your intro, and he's like, you? And I was like, yeah. Oh my god, this is perfect. Alright, in reality though, I feel like I'm not in reality. We're doing r/ProRevenge. This is number 3. I'm gonna keep this going. Also, I need to tell y'all something. Everyone's doing a Vlogmas. I'm gonna kind of do something like that, but, not really. I'm gonna do, like, a Reddit every day until New Year's. Until New Year's Day, I'm gonna do a Reddit every day. I'm gonna do vlogs on the side, but Reddit every day. So be prepared for that at any at any time of the day. I'm gonna probably do that at midnight and school, you know, all that. I'm gonna do it at any time because, you know, I need to do this, and I don't want to use school or getting too busy as an excuse. I really want to do this, and so yes. Anyway, all right. So this one, our first one is from Cock Teacher. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't really pronounce that, but yeah. Alright, this is called Revenge on Revenge on the Low-Life Landlord who first deprived us of heat and later kept our security deposit. Alright. I responded to this post, link. It had a mini blow up with many encouraging me to repost it here, so here it is. I was a kid back in the 80s, 2 years out of college when I moved into an apartment by the shore in New Jersey. I'm sorry, I can't really talk. When the cold weather arrived, there was always a few days when the apartment was cold. We would tell the superintendent, and then the heat would start arriving. One year, the heat started decreasing in February, and inside the apartment was like in the 50s. We had to start wearing coats. We told the superintendent about it, and nothing happened this time. We wrote the landlord about it, and still nothing. So we checked with an attorney and learned about our warranty of habitability and withholding of rents. I actually never knew this. This is the only house we never really had to pay rent on. And yeah, I used to live in an apartment and we always had to pay rent and all that. But no, we own this house, yay. So, yeah. So yeah, another certified letter to the landlord and we start withholding rents. He files a motion to evict us and we answer with, need defense. Depositing the withhold monies with the court. The judge finds in our favor of all the money withheld. We continue to live there because there are just not many options, as we say, for a home. Flash forward to living there for 6 years on the last lease because you're about to buy a home. We write in a clause that we can break the lease with 45 days notice in writing. Similar to this 45 days. 100 days clause, they didn't notice it because it's slightly obscure on the top left of page 2, so they sign off and return me. So in the middle of the lease, we give the 45-day written notice, make the rent payments, and leave. They don't return our deposit, so we sue it. We sue for it demanding double. Ooh. They sue us for remand determinant of the 6 months rent and refuse to return our security deposit. This is no longer small claims course, but we proceed without an attorney anyway. They are very expensive. We arrive at the courthouse and court forces a round of arbitration. I cannot pronounce anything right now. The arbitrator. Lord help me. I'm like, I have to. Yeah. I'm sorry. Says we will lose in front of the judge and to pay the rent. Remand deterrence. We refuse and wait for the judge while waiting. The landlord's attorney drops by, and that's why we didn't take the arbitrator's advice. So we tell him about the clause we wrote in, and he states that he saw it too. And since it was crossed out, it's not a part of the deal. We show him our copy of the lease where it's not crossed out, and he makes his face goes, and his face goes wide as a sheet. He makes calls to the landlord, who then offers to properly break the release with no penalty and return our security deposit. I'm sorry, in full. I'm gonna read it up here. We refuse, and we show him the certified letter stating that we would have accepted that deal up until yesterday, but that if you force us to come down to court, we want double damages of the improper withholding of the security deposit. He tries again to reach out to the landlord, but no luck this time. We go to see the judge, who looks at both releases and calls their attorney to the bench. The judge takes our lease and thrusts it toward the attorney and says, "This is the lease in force." Their attorney starts walking around the courtroom like a chick with its head cut off. Oh. Well, I try to laugh as quietly as possible. The judge fines for us for double damages. We received nothing for a week, and I go back to the courthouse where the clerk says they should have paid the judgment immediately and told us about the chattel execution and gives us that form. A couple of weeks pass and a check appears from the landlord. A month passes, we get a call from the court. They have our money. I told the landlord had sent a check a while back, so all good. She tells us that we should have informed the court that we got the money to stop the chattel execution from occurring. The court sent the sheriff to our offices and confiscated office equipment and sold it at the auction to satisfy the judgment. They said, "Don't worry, they will just return the money to the landlord." That is the revenge, getting the money and having them experience abrupt seizing of their assets at their place of business and having it sold at auction. Then having money returned to them. Major justice. Oh, this one's, I've already saved a couple of them. This one's by inanimate art. Why do y'all choose the... Okay, but, like, it's inanimate, I don't know. What's up with the landlords? Landlord wants to sue us for hurricane damages. Really? Okay, I lived briefly in Florida about a decade ago, which is where I met my partner. It wasn't long after we met that we moved in together due to our not so great living situation and a routine of room from a friend who was so addicted to opioids she could barely function and her enabler husband. We found a nice little 2-bedroom house that was owned by an elderly couple that lived just a few blocks away. Everything was okay. We did find cockroaches after we moved, and which was quite shocking as I am extremely clean and had never had roaches before. And when we told the landlords, they told us that they were not roaches, but plemento bugs. FYI, they are the same thing. What? I'd never heard that in my life. Whatever. And refused to have an exterminator come in. Bad sign number 1. Why did I read it like that? Okay. Then a hurricane flew in. This was Florida after all. There was only Cat 1 or Cat 2. I don't really remember, but there was a substantial damage to the roof and a lot of water had gone in. Being northerners, we had no real idea how to prepare properly, and the landlords just told us to lower the hurricane shutters. So that is all we did. It wasn't long after we had mold growing on our walls, especially in the laundry room. Reported it to the landlords, and they had told us just to wash it down with bleach water, so we did, and came right back to it was a constant cleaning process. When we complained, we were told that that was what life in Florida was like. They also came and took a look at the roof from the yard and told us, "You two are strapping young men. You can go up there and fix it. Just let us know when you're done." Yeah, no. And then another hurricane blew through. Again, only a Cat 1 or 2. I don't know what that means. But this time we had our windows broken during the storm, and since our roof was not repaired or even tarped from the last storm, our carpets and furniture were soaked. Here comes the black mold again. But this time not only on our walls, but on our carpets and furniture too. I spent days outside with our dog, and we were sleeping in my partner's office. Aww. Our landlords again told us just to clean it with bleach water, and that the damage was our fault since we didn't since we didn't prepare well and haven't fixed the roofs ourselves. So we called the city and had an inspector come by. He walked in and balked at what he found. Black mold was all over the carpets and walls. Our roach population had a little boom, and he could tell while looking at the roof that it needed and repaired prior to the storm, and it still hadn't been tarped. The best part, when I was standing at the open door with the inspector just inside, the old man came walking up about talking about how we better have repaired the roof, and how they got charged for how they were going to charge us for the repairs and carpet replacements and mold removal, yada yada yada. Cue the city worker who came around the corner and asked if he was the owner. He said yes, and the inspector told him he was commending the house and because it was not habitable, and it was not our responsibility as tenants or to make or pay for the repairs. He also recommended that we should be released from the lease. Never seen an old man wobble away so fast. Later that night, his wife called, racing. Hi, holy heck. I'm not trying not to swear. about how she was suing us for damages, how we're not getting any money back, blah, blah, blah. She also said she had removed the condemned danger sign that was placed on the door because it was embarrassing people and people knew it was their property. She made a mistake. She strongly worded letters about how we were taking advantage of the elderly, how the damages were our fault since we didn't do any repairs. How could she not release us from the lease, and how she would, since we didn't do any repairs, how she would not release us from the lease, and how many lawsuits she was going to hit us with. This is going to be fun. I think I'm only going to do this one. Like, I'm only going to do 2 today, because, you gotta do some other stuff. Also, can I say something before I continue? My hair is amazing. I'm sorry, I've gotten really confident over the days I was gone. And yeah. Okay. After contacting the inspector who saw our house, we took another trip to the house to replace the signage. Okay. We turned all of this in. He laughed inside and said he knew exactly how to handle it since he saw this all the time after hurricanes, and if they actually sued, he would testify in our favor, since what they were doing was highly illegal. He then told us he was going to pay them a little visit and make sure that the letters got into the hands of the right people, as well as he had to replace the signs and other things she'd admitted in the letters. Whoo! See, that's just dumb. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Hopefully not, so I don't get copyrighted. But my sister is playing music. She always plays music after when she's doing dishes. Okay. About a week later, we got a really pleasant call from the landlady saying we were such wonderful tenants and how she was refunding our security deposit and how she was graciously going to let us out of the lease and not pursue any charges or the rent for the last few months, which we had refused to pay since we could not live there. And we need help finding a new place to let her know that she would refer us to some of her friends who owned property too. Well, nope. We did learn, because we were watching the situation, and the house had to be gutted and completely remodeled. We actually parked up the road with some takeout and watched a crew haul out street rock and carve it. They could just saved themselves thousands if they just called the roofer and told them to clean up the mill. Instead, they were making us call the city and have the house come in and then do whatever. They did what them change them. They did to wait, and then do whatever they did to make them change their minds on everything else. Still wish I could have been there when they were confronted by the inspectors the second time. The first was glorious. TLDR. Landlord expected us to repair the damages to our rental caused by a hurricane, and when another hurricane caused even more damage, we had the house come in and the house had to be gutted. Somebody in the comments, their name's Dead Expo. They said, they sound like this elderly couple my wife and I rented from. We had a room that always smelled like mildew, so we pulled the carpet and found white mold covering the floorboards. Their response was twofold. There's no such thing as white mold, and mold is in the Bible. What? Oh, and someone replied to that. Korga, I don't know. There were a lot of things in the Bible that you wouldn't want in your living room. Lucifer, leprosy, I don't know what that is, but yeah, that was glorious. Oh, 20 minutes. Alright, y'all are amazing. I cannot wait to start this Reddit New Year. This Reddit year. I like that. If you guys want a different name for that, go ahead and comment down below what that is. And yeah, y'all are amazing, and I love y'all so much. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I will, if you do so, and comment down below, and I will shout you guys out. Y'all are so amazing. I can't believe y'all. By the way, I want to try and I need to say something real quick. If we get to 30 subscribers, which shouldn't be really hard because we're at 16, by my birthday next year, which is October 3rd, I will do a special treat. And yeah, so hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, share, like, all that fun stuff. And y'all are amazing. I don't know what my brother just said. And yeah, what do I say other than y'all are amazing? I guess have fun. Happy late Thanksgiving, happy early Christmas, happy merry early Christmas, y'all, and stay awesome, as always, stay evil.